And there we are. We are live, guys. Welcome in and welcome back to another episode of Meet Your Maker. It is awesome having you all here. If it's your first time here, thank you. If you've come back every time, thank you guys so much. If you didn't know, we like to bring in different makers from around the community. And this week we have, honestly, one of my favorites in here. Like, I'm fangirling out just a little bit. And
Hey, you say that to everybody, bro. Don't lie.
Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, sir? Let the people know who you are.
My name is Pedro, and sorry, God damn it, you did it to me, man. My name is Pedro. I have, I have this thing to where I'm sorry if I'm meeting like somebody you know is white, I say Pedro, and if you know they're Mexican, I'm like, hey, ¿qué pasó, Pedro, bro? And then yeah, I have to switch it up. And they'll say Pedro anyways. But yeah, my name is Pedro. I am the owner and the only current employee of Black Rebel Beard Company. And
yeah. Dude, Gary, really? Really?
Already?
I think there's two very good looking dudes on the screen, personally. That's just my opinion, Gary. I'm just saying, dude. Like, you know, easy.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to agree with him, but who cares? I think that's part of the reason we have beards in the first place is we like the way we look with a beard, ugly or not. You know what I mean?
Dude, I don't even remember what I look like without a beard at this point. And to be honest with you, I'm afraid of that guy. I don't think he's all that good looking.
Oh, I remember, and it's way worse. It's way worse. and hey, I've seen pictures of Gary too, man. That wasn't even that long ago. At least I always had a beard. He just had one 3 years ago. He just started it, man. He just started it.
No, the craziest one to me was when I saw the picture of Dan C without the beard. I literally was like, dude, you don't look anything like you right now. Like, that's insanity.
I mean, I could see it. It because I saw him when he first started with a shorter beard, so you could kind of see it. And my apologies, I just knocked all this off like a month ago. Not on, well, this was kind of on purpose, but yeah, used to be better. So it's going back. I did kind of a restart.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that myself. Gary says he's ugly with or without it. What's going on, Jeff?
So are we. So are we.
Yeah, what's going on, Jason, Tyson, everybody? What's going on, guys? Thank you all so much for coming around. All right, man. So I know you've seen the show before because we've talked after a couple of them, and we like to just get a feeling for your company and all that. So let's just get started right at the beginning. Black Rebel Beard.
Shoot.
How, where, why?
Why, where, why? The why was, it's the same story as everybody, man. It was, I spent about 3 to 4 years trying to figure out what the hell to do to get out of my current job. But I was always bearded. Right. And by 2014, I don't know when it was, when stuff started coming out, I was like, hell yeah. I was in sales, so I had to look somewhat presentable, but I always had a big beard. And the beard was kind of part of my sell also. Like, I just used it, you know what I mean? I went with it. The first part was I was trying different companies, if not weekly, every month. It was a different company. All this shit sucked back then, man. Really, it was bad. It was really bad. Compared to today, all the shit back then was terrible. So I was scared, man. I was timid to, well, why the hell would I go into something where I saw so many companies doing it, right? Even at the time. But something just finally clicked and like, fuck it, let's do it. And once I go, like someone said that, but I don't want to be cliche, but it was once I do something, I go all in, man. And it started as it was called Mr. Beard at the time. Was my first endeavor.
Really? I was like, I didn't know that.
Yeah, most people don't. It was like a few months worthwhile of stuff. So Mr. Beard was technically going to be the store ready, the Amazon. Like, hey, why fight with all these guys over here? Let me fight with the bigger guys. I don't know why I thought that was a better idea, but that's all you saw on Facebook. And then at the same time, while I was like making stuff, hey, this shit's way better than what I've tried. And again, that wasn't easy. That wasn't, oh my God, I know how to do it. That was thousands and thousands of trials. I just bought everything. But the other part was the Black Rebel. I was like, you know what? I need to make something for the beard guys that are already in it, that already know. And I was just trying to make the coolest option out there. And obviously, you got to back it up with good products. So once I think it took me a month or two to get from my sales background and following I already had. I think I hit like a $500 to $1,000 in sales one month on Mr. Beard's crap. Well, it wasn't crap, but to compare to now.
Yeah, right.
And that was like the first inclination, like, damn, you might be able to do this. To me, back then, $1,000 in sales, I didn't know what the profit was. I didn't really care, but that was huge. So when Black Rebel came out, I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna do this on the side just for fun and the way I want it to be and what I think was cool. And that shit took off pretty much right away. And I tell those people all the time, it could have been the timing, it could have been a month later or a year later or a year earlier, and it totally would have bombed. But I went gung ho, guerrilla warfare. Let's do it. I saw
Right.
it. I literally kind of, we're like a couple months into it. I quit my job, bought a house, and went to work. Man, it was nuts. But I was like, if you're gonna do it, do it. You know what I mean? I can't can't give that advice to everybody, but that was the way it kind of happened.
So Black Rebel is your world right now. In other words, that's your full-time job, Black Rebel.
Yeah. So Joe, that was literally, we celebrated 5-year anniversary. What, 2 months ago? In August.
I believe so. I think that's when I saw the posts and everything.
Yeah, I've been full time since then. Quit my job, bought a house, been full time since then. It's been amazing. I'm lucky as hell to be able to do this and for this long and all that. And I don't take that for granted every day. Um, I I think about that every day, man.
I was going to
It's
say that's like the dream of everyone, though, is to be able to do something that you love, but not just do what you love, but you own it. It's yours. It's your whole. Everything is yours, and you're working for yourself. And that's really awesome that it's worked out that way for you.
yeah, and that's all correct. But you've also never worked harder in your life, to make it to make it happen either. There's points where you didn't have no weekends off, no days off, hours on end, but that's just part of it. I don't know. It just worked out. I'm not here to bitch and moan about it. That's just what you have to do. And there was no other option, basically. I wasn't going back. I wasn't going back. It's basically what happened.
Now, that's something that I find interesting. We see a lot of new companies popping up all the time, right? Which some people
About
say
every
it's
about every week. I don't know.
right. Some people say it's bad. Some people say it's good. I don't think it's a bad thing at all. I think it just means that there's going to
No,
be
I love
more and
it.
more people out there finding out about products, basically.
Yeah, I mean, I love it. We could delve into it, but I think there's too many. But it's good that there's always too many. I take it as a challenge. I do take it as trying to be the best. I do get, motivation from everybody that comes out. I do see all that, but I take it in this good way. Anybody that made it big, that is badass, man. Good for you. I
Yeah.
don't take that in a bad way at all. But I can still use that as motivation. Like, all right, now we need to get to that level. You know what I mean? So I use it both ways. I still think there's too many, but it's a blip in any kind of industry. We're not that many.
I think Mr. Lewis is trying to mess with you here again. He wants to know who you drop ship with.
Yeah, I've never drop shit a damn thing in my life. I've recently understood there's a handful of companies that are doing that with somebody else, and again, there's nothing wrong with that. As an owner, and me talking with other owners, it's kind of looked down upon. But hey, if you can make it work, go for it. I don't give a shit.
uh,
But as an owner to one-on-one, yeah, I would look down on that. But if they make it work, good for them.
I can totally understand that from an owner's perspective who puts the time in and all that stuff. I get it. I completely get why you would look at that like, yeah, all right, I get it. You're making money and good for you, but yeah.
Well, that's a good point. What people don't realize is how many companies right now don't do this for a living. And there's nothing wrong with that either. You got to hustle, you got a family to take care of, you got to do what you got to do. But there's a smaller percentage people don't realize not every company out there is doing this for a living. So again, I don't take that for granted. And how do we get to there's a new one every week, and I still buy from people every month, if not every week. I still do it. And it's not a competition thing. I see stuff that looks cool and I want to try, and I have a collection of stuff just like everybody else. That's not me trying to like, oh, well, what are they doing now? Or what does this feel like? Or nah, I don't worry about that. But I still fall in the trap like, hey, that shit's cool. That looks good. I want to buy it. I don't know. I still do that.
Just curious then, what was the last thing from somebody else that caught your eye that you were like, damn, that's pretty cool. I think I need to go grab that.
Oh, right now it's from Renewed Man. They got me. They got me. Very cool looking bottles, art, scent profiles that I didn't know right away what that would smell like. You know what I mean?
Right. I understand.
I did have
something
to
that kind of piqued your curiosity, basically.
Yeah, and I did have to tell him I would love it if it had more of a stronger scent, because that's what I'm kind of known for also.
Yes, sir.
And packaging, while the packaging's amazing, I had 2 orders and both of them came in with a broken jar, and he fixed it right away. So don't worry about that, guys. He's right on it. He fixed it right away, and I didn't ask for it. I just told him like, hey, bro, you should check your stuff in case you could do something for packaging to not have more breakage. So I wasn't asking for a refund or anything, but that happens with cool glass containers.
Yeah.
It's happened to me also, but yeah. No, there's a bunch, man. And stuff doesn't suck like it did 5 years ago. You know what I mean? So
yeah. You know what? That's kind of funny that you're talking about this, because that's one of the things I wanted to ask you, because you are one of the rare guys who's been around since 2015 all the way through now. Yeah. How much, like, I don't think people understand how much the beard game really has changed from then till now.
No, man, it's awesome. It's, how do I say it? I view it as, say you're like in an art class and the same assignment is assigned to everybody. And everybody has to come up to the front of the class and show what they did. And I'm back there just, I want to see what everybody did. I'm curious too. So I do view it as competition, but at the same time, it's fun. It's creativeness. I'm really about what's useful, what's utilitarian. That goes with trucks and stuff. And it not only has to look cool and catch people's eyes, it's got to work. So that goes hand in hand into what I'm into always. But yeah, that's how I view it, man. It's an art project.
I think that's a pretty good way of putting it, actually. It's like, yeah, we've all been given this, go out, make your beard products, make something that everybody's going to find cool. And then when it's all said and done with, you've got all these different companies coming up with their version of what they think is cool and what they think works well in your beard. And I thought it was a really good way of putting it, actually. I've never thought of it that way. That's pretty cool.
I think about this way too much, man, maybe. And what's cool, shit, I think you touched on that with Dan. I've had opportunities to grow bigger, but I didn't want to at the time. How do I say it? It's to where, yeah, that's what he was talking about. The radio effect, I think he called it.
Right.
When a band is cool and small and they have that song and they're badass, and then a few albums later they come out and make it big.
Yes.
And then they suck.
Yep.
In music terms, that album did suck. Like I'm so into music that album did suck. It wasn't just because they got big. They got big because that album sucked. but they got big.
Right.
So I hate to say, like, I don't want to get big, but at the same time I do. So that's where I'm kind of stuck right now, is on how to
You want to
stay
find a
cool.
way to get big, but keep Black Rebel exactly what it is right now still.
Right. I don't think it's possible. Basically.
Hold on
You,
one second. Yes, daughter of mine.
no.
What do
Sammy.
you want, Steven?
Oh,
What?
Steven.
Why are the chocolate chip cookies there?
I don't know. I have
Of
no
course it
idea,
is.
dude. Go. I'm on a live. Go. I
Yeah,
don't know
man.
where they are.
Beard Vato. That is that is the truck back in the background.
Sorry, my
I
nephew was looking for the chocolate chip cookies.
we all are all aware of Sammy, your nephew, wanting the cookies, bro. It's all good.
Yeah, I mean, it's become a thing with my shows where one of them is going to interrupt me
No,
looking
they
for some
know.
kind of food item.
Dude, it's on purpose, you know. You already know.
But yeah, is that the truck back there?
Yeah, so I just got this wall built last week actually. Since I have so many, I've had shit in the street and double parked over here. So I got this wall built and tore down a gate that's over here and another wall. So then they're gonna build a gate on this side so I could park one, two, like 4 or 5 trucks I could park on the side of the house now and not be all in the driveway and on the street. And that wasn't on purpose or nothing, but yeah, that's the OG blue truck. Yeah.
That won't happen, dude, because he's never going to find those cookies. My youngest brother, has a Chips Ahoy addiction. He probably cleared out that bag in one shot. I can almost guarantee it. I'm willing to bet on that one, as a matter of fact.
Those Chewies are addictive, bro. Is it the Chewies
Yeah.
or the yeah?
No, the old school blue package, he'll take about the whole
Oh,
side of them,
they
put them
got
in a
those.
bowl with milk, and tear that thing apart, boy.
I remember they had Cookie Crisp. Do they still have Cookie Crisp cereal?
Yeah, he doesn't like that, ironically, but he likes cookies and milk.
Okay, but I think he's
Yeah.
onto something. He's onto something, but that's cheating. Okay. The
All
hell?
right. So one of the things that kind of makes you stand out quite a bit is the fact that you use Emu Oil more than really anybody out there.
Oh, way more than anybody.
Yeah.
And
What
and
was it? Why? Why Emu Oil?
it just turned into when I had the 3 levels going on for some fucking reason. Thought it was a cool idea. And in 5 years, you've kind of done it all, tried it all, marketing wise, sales wise, product wise. I wasn't trying to find something that was just different for the hell of it. It was trying to find what's better.
Right.
And yeah, there's a handful of companies using it now, and sparingly or whatever. That shit is expensive. So yeah, I was the first. Doesn't really matter now, but I was the first to do that, and it just made sense, man. It was I have done a terrible job being even though I was I'm the main guy that has Emu. I'm the worst guy that I should have been educating people more on it. I've done a terrible job on that. But it was like, dude, this stuff, nothing seeps into your skin more than Emu. And it's not the same feel and beard you're gonna get with some other great products or the stuff I had before. Some people preferred the middle line I had. But I was like, well, now that it is different, it was my top shelf, whatever. I was like, well, why not make everything top shelf? Why not make it? Nothing works better for me than that did. But you do have to use it for a little bit to feel the difference. It's not instant, and it won't feel instantly softer when you put it on, because you could add castor to stuff and it'll instantly feel, oh, it's so silky and smooth. No, I just added castor and it feels more oily, in a way. But yeah, once I turn into that, once we turn into the rebrand, it's like, well, why not? I did the Bronco Buster in all Emu.
So good. So good.
Which was, you said you were wearing it earlier today.
Yeah, lawyer cowboy all
Lawyer
day.
Cowboy.
Lawyer
lawyer
cowboy.
cowboy.
All day, dude. Oh my God, dude.
Best description I've heard from anybody was the lawyer cowboy, man. And, and that shit will come back for sure. It was the top star this year by far. And I took it away because the artwork just didn't fit into what I'm doing now. But anyways, it was the first time I did Emu everything was the Bronco Buster. I was going to do an Ultimate series. But at the point, I had 3 different oil levels. I had different size containers for subscription and or regular. I had too many different things. I had to simplify everything. It was time, and it was going to happen anyways, but COVID kind of pushed that up for me to where just do it, man. Just do it. And that's a hard thing to do to rebrand and to restart. And again, I'm doing this for a living, so even more so. But why not make everything my top shelf? You know what I mean? And it was glass bottle wash, glass butter, and I went all out. I was like, why not make everything that way? And yeah, I know people think it's more expensive, but I actually lowered the prices from what that Bronco Buster was to what it is today. I don't know. I like having a thing. I like that it's different. I'm all about always that's something that's different that goes with my life, my trucks, my style, whatever you want to call it. It's all about being different in your own way. So it's like you do you, and that usually is a little different than the normal. You know what I mean?
Right, and
that's all it was.
That's the basis behind the name too, right? Black Rebel is just be different in your own way, basically.
Yeah, it made perfect sense. I've always been a rebel, dude. They not. I mean, I'm not trying to be cool or be a rebel or whatever, but I always go against the grain. And growing up, my mom always called me like she's saying my last name was Contreras, which in Spanish means contrary or against everything. I was like, oh no, Pedro Contreras always has to be against everything. You know what I mean? I've been the same way ever since. And in this stuff, oh man, I'm glad it's different. It might not be. I don't know. It'll change. It'll change next month. It'll change next year. New stuff will come in. It doesn't really matter, but I'm still gonna do what I think is cool. I don't know. Sorry, that was a weird ramble.
No, that's all good, brother. That's a really good question, Daniel. When's Cash coming back? Dude, you have no idea the buzz that, I mean, you probably do know, but the buzz that went around when you announced Cash, when you sent me that package and there was the Cash butter in there, it was very hard not to get emotional on screen in that moment. Like, I was thrilled that it was sitting in there.
No, it was a big deal. I mean, it is. To answer that question though, I was gonna do Cash coming back in maybe January or 2021 early, but since I'm not doing sales no more, and that's a whole nother subject if you want to, but I'm debating bringing it back for Black Friday, man. Since I'm not gonna do a sale, imagine Johnny Cash coming back for Black Friday. We do have free shipping that I kept around, which is again a big deal to me. Free shipping is no joke, and people need to realize that that's a huge discount on my end. But yeah, Johnny Cash, I'm gonna bring back for Black Friday, which I think would be cool as hell.
I think it would be awesome. It makes sense. Black Friday, Johnny Cash, like they just go together. I'm a huge Johnny Cash fan, always have been. So having that butter that thing's going to be with me forever. Even if the butter is gone, that container's not going anywhere.
I had kept a few just for myself and some friends. But once I knew we were doing this, I was like, dude, we can't do this if you don't have the cash, bro. You got to have it. You got to have it.
Everybody Dan C literally messaged me and said, Cash is such a you sent. It's stupid, Joe. Like this was almost made for you. Yeah.
I might try to tone down the barbershopness, not the barbershopness, the talcumness of it. That's the one thing people don't like about barbershop scents. I mean, it's great. It's perfect, but I might tone down the talcum part of it, and I try to do that actually on purpose the first time.
You have something that nobody else has, and that is in Johnny Cash. It is a barbershop type blend, and it is one of the rare ones that I really love. And honestly, I guess I have my own little diva mode, as some would say it. I don't get excited over barbershops anymore when I hear about them. They're like, oh, a new barbershop one is coming. And I'm like, that, all right, if you say so, you know what I mean? But
No,
that
and that
is really nice.
that's where we're at right now. And again, I've gone full force this year. Obviously, you've noticed with all the community and the YouTube reviewers and everything. I've gone beyond full force that I've never done before, and I could back it up now. It's not just the hype. I hype it to the moon and then deliver, which is what I'm trying to do basically. It's not just all hype. I want to deliver. I want a great product, something really unique, really special. It's not just a label. It's not just the hype. I really want to deliver on the scent, and I think I did that on with the cash, for sure.
I think you've done that with more than just the cash, but that's just me, man. I mean, that's Beetlejuice. I mean, we want to talk about Beetlejuice for a minute. I mean, people in here have been really, they don't believe me, dude. They think you've told me the scent profile.
No, people have guessed the apple cinnamon, obviously, and that did take over a lot of it, but that was only a smidgen of it. Nobody will get it. I did tell who did I tell today? Matt. I did tell Matt today, no BS, what it was. I told him not to tell nobody. And he's like, well, damn, I should have liked it. But he's not a cinnamon guy. It's like, oh, that makes sense. Cinnamon is one of those very particular scents that people either love or hate. I love it. It works with me. I agree with it. Like my body agrees with it. So I went with it for a fall. It just makes sense. I'm all about common sense. It's a very simple approach to scents. It's what do you call it? Well-rounded.
Level-headed?
No, common sense to where, like as a chef would visit a dish, you have to combine sweet, sour, spicy,
Right,
salty.
okay.
I view that a lot into what I do. The balance of stuff. If that makes sense. Yeah. I've said that
I
a
hear
lot.
what you're saying.
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit.
The Beetlejuice, I was lucky with Beetlejuice, man, when I got it, because I don't hate cinnamon. I actually enjoy cinnamon when it's done the right way, but my skin has not always done well with certain cinnamon scent profiles. Sometimes I've had horrible reactions to it, and I've had no problems with Beetlejuice, thank God, because I've quite enjoyed it. I'd have been pretty upset if I couldn't wear it.
Yeah, it's literally it's 14 and a half. Wait, 25. It's 12.5% cinnamon, basically.
All right, yeah. So
yeah, of the scent profile, whatever. Yeah, no, it'll be good. Beetlejuice is, again, I'm trying to deliver, not just overhype a freaking character, whatever. I got to deliver, man. And I'm big on just clean, masculine, earthy, cologne with a touch of I don't want to say food, but of what do you call it? You know, doesn't have to be sweet. Just needs to work. I don't know. I'm having a hard time saying words on that one. I'm not a big food guy on scents, is what I'm saying.
Kind of just trying to find a balance, but make it still stand out, if you will.
Yeah, it's like apple cinnamon. That's kind of a natural food,
right?
But a pumpkin pie or a turkey or a dish, that's not natural. That's all already put together. So I don't mind using fruits or berries or whatever the fuck. But yeah, it has to be naturally derived in a sense to not. Oh, it smells like cotton candy. That's not my thing. It has to. Right. I don't like too sweet of scents, really. That's it.
Right, and everybody's got their thing. Like, I mean, everybody's got their thing.
Sure. Oh, for sure. I wanted. You see the label? It's got to be. Oh, that's Black Rebel. You smell it. Oh, that's a Black Rebel type of scent. that's what I'm aiming for. It's what I like.
And
But,
that's something that I can say you have definitely, if that's what you've been trying to do, you've done it. Like
for 5
your
fucking
products
years.
stand out on my shelf. You know what I mean? I mean, you've seen the videos of my nephew, obviously. I
Yeah,
mean, the little dude loves Bronco Buster because, in his words, it's a guy sitting on a monster truck. Greatest thing
right.
on the planet to him. So,
But you don't feel, but you don't. You're not gonna say, "Oh, not Bronco Buster. I gotta wear this." It's actually good. You know what I mean?
you know,
It's gotta stand out and deliver at the same time.
when he
Yeah,
every time I tell him to pick one out, I'm like, yeah, I know what you're gonna grab. Go ahead, go pick one out for me, dude. Go ahead.
yeah.
Yep, that's right. Give it to me. There you go. Good job.
No, I got you. I got you, dude. But yeah, it's gotta stand out and be good at the same time.
So, I mean, we talked a little bit about how you figure out your scent profiles, but talk. All right, so bring me through the process of you're coming up with your new limited. What comes first? Does the artwork come first? The scent profile? Like, how does that whole process work through your brain?
First of all, it's seasonal. First, it's what I've done the last 2 or 3 months before that. Second, and then it has to somehow tie into the artwork. Yeah, there is times where the artwork will help you out or dictate it, but seasonal and what I've done lately is the main driving force, and whatever I'm into, obviously. So I get all the time suggestions or bring back this and bring back that. Again, for 5 years, I built my own following before YouTube and before you guys, and
Right.
that was on purpose. Me going into this is like just trying to grab more people, obviously. And once they get one order, you will kind of get a taste of, all right, I don't mind trying this again. So reorders are huge with me. It's the only way I'm in business is reorders, and that to me is telling me I'm doing something right. But yeah, it's I try to be seasonal, and I try to switch it up entirely from the last few months or whatever. So there'll be one you'll fucking love, and the next month, like, oh, this is nothing like the last one. Yeah, that's on purpose. I don't want anything the same as last month or close to it. So that's basically it. But that's all I've been doing.
You have a question here, sir.
Oh,
What has been Pedro's best-selling cologne out of all of his scents?
Cologne. So Cologne is still kind of new. I don't sell that many Cologne yet because it's pricey. I'd probably sell a lot more if it was cheaper. But it's kind of like an add-on. Like, you love that scent, I'm gonna make you a damn good cologne that'll last and be strong. And it's gotta be Bronco Buster easy.
I was just about to say.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
easy.
I think anybody getting a bottle of Bronco Buster cologne would be a very happy individual. Very
Bronco
happy.
Buster literally. I'm sorry. Um, Bronco Buster literally was, let me make the best scent that I would wear out of the last 4 years of making stuff, and you could wear daily. That was Bronco Buster. That scent came before the artwork or the idea. I always had a backup, my own stash. What do you call that? Your secret stash.
Yeah.
My go-to. I wear different shit every day of stuff I'm tinkering with, basically. But that one was like, let me make the best one I would make from everything I made from the last 4 years. And it'll come back, but I'm going to try to make one for December that is going to be Bronco related. And it's going to be the best one out of the stuff I put out this year that I would want as a daily, if that makes sense.
And this is coming when?
For the tentatively, but yeah, for the December limited, I have a Bronco themed, better than Bronco Buster. Well, an updated Bronco Buster in a way is my plan for December.
Just writing that down real quick.
Okay. Yeah.
Making sure I don't miss it. That's all.
If you didn't realize, I got a bunch of old trucks and stuff, right? I'm gonna say that the December limited, all proceeds are going to go towards a poor man that wants to buy a new Bronco that comes out next year. That's what it's going to say. But yeah, I've been saving up money to buy that new Bronco for next year, and that Bronco sent for December. You'll see. It has to do with the new Bronco.
Why Broncos?
Cool. Fuck, I don't. It's a Bronco, man. Like, there's no. That's not even. What do you mean? Hold on one second.
I just ordered Hooligan. I just need the Iron Duke. Okay.
It's a freaking Bronco. What do you mean? Yeah, so everything on the main lineup is a little more chill, a little more everyday kind of wear stuff. I don't get crazy on that. That's for you will want to re-up it. Not everybody loves freaking a surprise every month. You know what I mean? So the main lineup is definitely geared towards find something you would like to wear every day. That's what the main lineup's about. Sorry, just had to get another one of these.
They say they're getting some beers in you, and you're revealing all kinds of hot takes.
Huh? Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
what they said. Yeah.
So I had a couple of these before we went on live, and that's on purpose because I was a little nervous, man. I was a little excited, and I wanted to loosen up my tongue a little bit. So yeah, you get one, you get a freebie right there.
What are you nervous? You're like 10 times the size of me. I'm the one who should be nervous.
What do you mean? Oh no. Ah, dude, you don't have to. I have to worry about repercussions or what I say, and all you YouTube review guys, and have your own opinions, and that's a whole different story, man.
No worries. You're good here. As far as I can control it, you're good here.
I don't care, man. I don't care.
Has there been a scent you've tried from another company you have tried making with your own twist to it?
No, I think the only one that got in my head was Bilberry Bastard from Lux. People just kept asking for a blueberry freaking oud or something, and I was like, it's like, all right, let me try. I gave that up for the relaunch. It's a big deal, man, to where since I hear that every day and I get asked to bring back stuff every day, I just told everybody from the relaunch, I'm done with that. I'm freaking done. Not that I don't listen to feedback, and what's in the main lineup right now is all based on feedback, and I do polls and votes on my Facebook group. That's all based on feedback. But it subconsciously gets in your fucking head to where, hey, dude, you should bring that one back. Hey, you should do this. Hey, you should do that. So subconsciously, I took it on as a challenge. Well, okay, I want to make a blueberry oud and make it better or whatever, which is one of the scent I love from Lux, but I don't think it even was better, but it was good.
Right.
And I need to stop freaking doing that, man. It's a huge part of the relaunch is to stop doing that. I buy stuff, again, I said earlier, just because it looks cool and I want to try it. I am not looking for competition. I have more scents than I could even imagine. Stuff I want to do for the next year. I have 12 scents in mind that are all kind of working themselves in.
Okay.
Like, written down, but I have to take a moment and try that scent again, put it away. A month later, try that scent again, do something else, try that scent again. I have kind of the next year kind of figured out, but at the same time, I don't know what the hell I'm doing next month. Literally no idea. As of right now, I'm trying to fill Beetlejuice stuff. I'm going to send Beetlejuice orders early because I'm going to be fucked by October 1st when the subscriptions hit with a bunch of other orders. I'm just getting stuff out right now. Like, sorry guys, with a subscription, you get it for a cheaper price and you'll get it faster. And I'm sorry some people might get it before you, but I'm a one-man show, man. I got to get stuff out sometimes. So that's happened with the Cash and with the Beetlejuice, obviously. Some people are like, well, mine hasn't even shipped. It's not even ordered yet. and some people are gonna get theirs early, but I'm gonna have to, man, or else I'd be screwed.
I was just about to say, you definitely. Everybody can see the Black Rebel brand growing. We can all see it. We can all see whenever you drop something, the excitement with some people. Are you getting to that point where, like we said, you have to start thinking about maybe the one man show isn't really possible anymore? And then you have a question from Tyson here.
Yeah, that's a good question. Uh well, Tyson, your opinion values a lot. Yeah, I told you to get back to me, and you haven't. I don't want to be pestering reviewers. It all kind of matters, man. So the Beetlejuice didn't end up being a lot of people's best fall scent in the extravaganza they did, which was a little weird to me, but at the same time I get it. And I was like, okay, you know what? When I did my first batch today for Beetlejuice, was just today, I toned down the cinnamon. I tried, but it is what I liked it to be anyways. So no, I'm trying not to do that, but it does play a huge role in its feedback. It's perfect feedback. It's great feedback. I don't get offended on that. I want to learn and see how can I make it better. So there's a couple of small reviewers that you're gonna have some haters, but they don't know what the fuck they're talking about, and I don't mind saying that. But if it's people I talk to and can have a conversation with, I would love to have the conversation. I'm like, all right, cool, yeah. What else do you think? But then you get in a trap. I've done this for so long. You can't fall in that trap either. 9 out of 10 people are gonna love it. You can't listen to that one guy that's like, you know what? I hated it. You can't do that. But you're human, and it happens. So yeah, I don't know. I can go on for that.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. You're never going to make everyone happy. It's not going to happen.
Never.
There's always going to be somebody who doesn't like it. And if there's one person screaming, this is terrible, when the rest of the world is saying it's amazing,
yeah.
Do you really change anything at that point?
No, not at all. Again, on my Facebook group and Instagram, people post, you know what? Last month's wasn't my favorite. And I was like, yeah, that's going to happen. There is no goddamn way in a million years anybody's going to come out with a new scent every month and it be your new favorite every month. So I know that. They know that. But they also can't wait to see what's coming next month at the same time. I don't want to I mean, FOMO is real. I get that. And I'm doing that on purpose. But I also don't want people to feel obligated to have to get it and have to try it just in case they love it. I'd rather have like twice as many subscribers to the scent of the month. And hey, man, go in there, and you could skip months. You could adjust your schedule to how much you use, how much you like it, whatever. I'd rather there be more people subscribed and do that than, well, shit, I got to get it in case I love it. That's kind of the case right now, but I feel guilty sometimes. Like, odds are you're probably gonna like it, so I don't feel that bad. But it's gonna accumulate. You know what I mean? We all have our sets, our collection. We all have that, so it's fun, man. It's supposed to be fun. It's not that serious. If you can't afford it, don't fucking buy it. Wait till next month. I'll come out with something cool. Yeah, I'm not trying to throw shit down people's throats. But I do want you to. Damn, I should have gotten that one. Well, yeah, you should have, because I'm not trying to put out shit, right? It's hard, man. It's hard. It's I can't say either way what you should do as a consumer, but I do this in a way that I want the company to be as a consumer. Does that make sense? Black Rebel is exactly what I would buy and be into and have fun with and think is cool. That's what I care about. If that makes any sense.
It makes perfect sense. Why would you make a company you didn't like?
Well, there you can make a company you don't like. It makes a shit ton of money, and
Well, I
laugh
mean,
all the
yeah,
way to the
yeah,
bank.
true.
You can laugh
I
all the way to
mean,
the
you
bank, you
could,
know.
but I mean, at the same token, then would you really be that happy at the time? I mean, you might have money. You know what? Let me stop. I've been broke my whole life, so any money would probably make me happy. Let me stop.
That's what I'm
I'm
saying,
sorry.
dude. That's what I'm saying. I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. So like,
um,
yeah, I would stick with Black Rebel's gonna be this. I I'm scared if it got big or too big. You know what I mean? I think about that every day, man. I'm scared if it got too big. Um, then it wouldn't
so
be cool.
that was part of the next question, actually. Does that mean like store, like the idea of being in a store scares you, or is it something you want to do?
No, I never want to do that with Black Rebel at all. Getting big scares me, not for the logistics wise, just for it not being what it is now.
Right,
Black Rebel could be big by itself without being in a store. There's two different paths in my
right,
opinion.
absolutely.
So I'm still scared of that path. It could be big without being in a store, and that's the path I'm gonna have to take. Yeah. It was you do a lot of thinking when you hit 5 year anniversary, and I've only been thinking about this very shortly. I have all the work I could handle right now, and the hype's going. The what do you call it, the I fucking forgot the name. The momentum's on my side right now, and that's great. I have a couple gears more left in me, but I don't want it. I don't want to be a store. I don't want to get too huge. I really don't. I don't need much, dude. I have all the trucks, and I got a house. I got an amazing wife. I fucking got a kid now. I never thought I would have any of this shit, man. And
Right.
it's been amazing, man. It's been amazing. So I owe it all to Black Rebel. I owe it all to my people that stuck with me. Anybody's bought with anything from me. It's I don't take it for granted, man. I'm telling you, it's huge. As far as where I'm gonna be in 5 years, I have no fucking plan. I don't know. I have no idea. What yeah. Money doesn't buy happiness.
Yeah.
Well,
You know what
there's that
though?
old saying. It
I have a saying back to that.
you
Only
go first.
people who
You go
have
first.
money say that.
You go. Yeah, yeah. I got two sayings. I got two sayings for that. One was, and again, I've been in sales, so this is one everybody tells people. It's I've been rich and I've been poor, and I'd rather be rich. The second one was I've never seen no somebody unhappy on a jet ski. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah. Absolutely, dude. I
I've never
mean,
seen nobody sad on a jet ski, bro. Not that
I, I, I've I've had some friends who are in much higher levels in life,
yeah,
money wise than
yeah,
I am, and they all, oh no, dude, money doesn't make you happy. And I'm like, yeah, you guys look miserable. Let me tell you,
yeah,
like you
yeah.
guys just look,
No, I
depressed
got
as you're
you.
driving away in your Beamer, and absolutely crushed as you're hitting the golf course. You guys just look terrified. I know, horrible
Well,
life.
fuck a Beamer, bro. It's all right.
I know. I'm just saying. It was just that's what they drive. They're
No,
idiots.
no. Yeah, yeah. I got
Personally,
you. I got you. Yeah, there's no way. If I got like a bunch of trucks right now in a house and we just got new windows and a wall, yeah, I'm pretty happy about that wall, man. Like even a wall, bro. I was able to pay for that wall.
right? Like it's your wall now. Like,
Yeah, I'm happy. I was sad that I didn't have that wall before. You know what I mean? Um, yeah.
so does Black Rebel have any plans on doing any female lines at any time?
Shit. So it's happened a few times, and it almost happened a few times. Um, I don't want to do it on my own. And I had my chick that I was kind of pushing her towards trying to do something.
Okay.
And I was like, look, you could do it, and I could make it part of, the family here of products. She didn't really want to do oils or hair oil or body oil. And we got really close to doing perfumes. We literally had a website bottles, labels, different labels made, scents picked out, all this stuff, and a website almost ready to launch. And we literally have a kid, and right now she's in school to get her second master's.
Okay.
By the end of the day, was like, dude, do you even want to really do this? And the answer was like, well, man, not really. It's like, well, then don't do it. Fuck it all.
Right.
Don't worry about it. Don't do it. Makes no sense. If you're not in it or even care about it, you should not do it at all. So I told her, scrap it. Don't worry about it. And that was the extent of it. But I'm literally website. There's I think I threw some bottles away. There's scents. We had the name, the website, the logos. We had everything done. And really, I don't see myself doing it. And you have to stop yourself sometimes from doing so much stuff. I've done it all, man. From hair pomade to mustache wax to even got rid of balms. I've done it all. And at the end of the day, if it's not selling, you're not in it, like there's no reason to fucking do it. So we scrapped the whole idea, and she's got another year and a half to go. Sorry, there's a train.
So
I don't know. It was going to be cool, but no reason to do it if you're not into it. And like, hey, I got you. Don't worry.
So I'll ask you the question I've been asked. Do you think that beard bombs are dead?
To me, they are. I even
if not dead, at least on life support, right? Like
on life support. It was interesting since I had cut up myself off a little bit from the community and just kind of came back a year and a half ago. Besides sales, man, the sales were dropping like flies. Nothing I did different. I had a really thick, stiff balm, and we thought we had to have it to, take care of flyaways and all this other shit. But at the end of the day, and I didn't do nothing to this. It looks like shit, but at the end of the day, if you use oil and butter and have a good trim once in a while, there's really no need for balm. It does help with mustache and it does help on the sides, but that really should naturally be up to you, and just let it grow naturally and trim whatever you don't like to keep that shape that you're talking about. Balms are just they're too much, man. I don't like every time I touch my phone that the whole screen and the back of it was all slippery and wet, and I mean not wet, but oily and shit. I didn't like that. And that was usually just because of balms. So when the sales dropped off and I decided to, I haven't seen, there was a handful of people mad. I get them, but I was like, I'm sorry, man, this is a business decision. Learn how to trim maybe, and some people took offense to that. I'm very blunt, but some people didn't like that response. It's like, you told me you had to have balm 5 years ago. It was like, well, shit, I learned. I don't know. Maybe I don't need it now. Or maybe you do. Find a balm that works for you. That's fine. I'm just saying, business-wise, it made no sense to keep it for right now.
All right. I have a question. I know you and Gary chat time to time, but are there any other companies that you confide in or have confided in them?
No, not at all. That's I don't even know how the hell we started talking, man. I get Gary, like I get him. I do not. People just call us assholes. I do not put myself as an asshole category at all. Him maybe a little bit, but I'm just kidding. I get him. I get him. He's passionate, and he lets a lot of shit get to him that shouldn't. But it's, as an owner that has been doing this for 5 years, I've never had someone that I could talk to and honestly be honest about everything and talk shit and go back and forth on than him. And it's only been a little bit. And I am trying my hardest. I think I'm getting to him to where he's going to eventually quit talking to me because I just talk shit to him way too much sometimes. But it is very cool to have someone you could talk to in this business that gets what the fuck you're going through or whatever. And I'm sure he feels the same way. And he's talked to way more people than I have. I haven't talked to fucking nobody business wise. Maybe smaller companies come and ask me for advice or help, and I'll tell them everything in the world except where like I get stuff or where I get labels or where I get process or whatever. But everything else on what they should do and this and that, I always tell people what they should do. If I was you, you know what I mean. I always help smaller guys. I talk to a lot of smaller guys, but not on a day-to-day. Yeah, that was it. I have no idea how the fuck I started talking to Gary. I have no idea how that even started, but it is fun.
We actually had that comment pop up earlier. Somebody in the chat said that they were like, what is the word? I had it up for a second. I don't know if you saw it, but they said, I don't understand how people call Pedro an asshole. Watching him on this live tonight, I don't understand at all what people the hell are talking about right now.
I have YouTube videos where I go live. I have been live. I've been around. I answer all the time. What happens is, sometimes you're dealing with life, or I'm doing something, or I'm out, and I get an email or a message, and this is what some people don't understand. I'm answering customers 10, 20 a day. And even if I was a programmed robot with the perfect answers, 9 out of 10 are going to be satisfied. There's always going to be one person not satisfied with your answer.
Right.
And then I'm even more blunt. If I'm doing something, I might be driving it and I have this habit. I can't help it. I don't like, things open. I don't like messages not read. So even if I might be drunk on a Friday night, I'll reply like an idiot. But if I don't reply then, I can't help myself but open it. And if I open it and don't reply, then I'll forget about it. So I always reply, good or bad. You're never going to satisfy everybody. So it's come up, and that's like, oh, well, he said this. I'm like, yeah, I did. So what? I'm sorry. I said no, and I said nope. And I was just replying to not reply, basically. I don't know. I'm on it. Everybody that knows I'm on it. I have not gotten to where I'm at in 5 years by being a fucking asshole. And I don't send my following to go talk for me or whatever. If someone gets pissed off, I really do not care. I do not mind losing one sale because I replied the way that they didn't want me to reply or something. You know what I mean?
Right.
You're a regular guy trying to do the best you can, and sometimes you have a bad day. Sometimes you're doing something, and then you reply not what they wanted to hear. It's not going to always be perfect. So
see, that's something I've tried to get others to understand as well, is that yes, these are owners. Yes, it's a company, but behind that company is just an everyday guy. He's still a normal human being. He has good days. He has bad days. He has great moments. He gets offended. He gets upset. He has all the normal human emotions that everybody else has to deal with.
Right.
So not every response is going to be perfect and to your liking. That doesn't make him a bad person.
Even if it was perfect response, you're still going to get people pissed off. Like it's not.
Well, because also sometimes you have people who send an email and they're expecting something more than just oh, well, I apologize, or oh, that sucks, or whatever. No, they want you to offer them up the world because they didn't like one of your products or something, like.
No, but I'm telling you, imagine 10, 20 people a day, customers, another 10, 20 people that are asking shit every day for 5 fucking years. Multiply that. I'm going to have some people that are not fucking be happy. I just had a dude the other day, literally, he put the wrong address in. I was like, well, where's my shit? I was like, I don't know. I mean, can you call your post office? A lot of people expect me to call their local post office to find their shit. I don't understand. I've drawn a line in the sand. I will not fucking do that, dude. That's not my job. But, dude, call them up. They lost it. I got you, dude. Don't worry. But I need you to, 9 times out of 10, they will find that shit. It'll show up. 9 times out of 10, it will always show up. But they want me to call their local post office? Fuck no, dude. I'm not doing that. I ain't got time for that. Dude, do me the favor. And okay, if you don't want to call your post office, wait a week or wait a few days. Doesn't show up, I got you, dude. I'll resend it, dude. Don't worry. That's what my response is always.
That would be incredibly lazy of me if I asked you to call my post office. My post office is 3 blocks away. Like that would be
No,
terrible of me.
I know, I get it, dude. It's a pain in the ass. It's a huge pain in the ass. You could call and they don't even answer. I get it.
Somebody did the math.
Yeah.
Somebody did the math. That's about 460,000 messages.
And that's what I was gonna ask you, man. So I used to get in more trouble of being on my phone all the time. Ask anybody. I'm always responsive, always available. To this day, anything. Might not be the perfect response, but I'm always available. And yeah, imagine that shit. So yeah, my wife does not like that I'm on my phone all 24/7. It's taken her 5 years to understand that is part of work.
Right. Absolutely.
I mean, I could do a better job and all that shit, but that's a whole different conversation. What do we got?
To quote the Affleck line in Mallrats, the customer is always an asshole. I worked customer service for 20 years, and this is true. Great movie, by the way.
Right. The customer is not always right, dude. I do not mind saying that. And at the same time, the one guy's being an asshole. I have another customer. It's like, dude, I've gone to the post office every day. I've called, and they don't know where it's at. I was like, dude, I got you. I'm gonna throw in some extra shit, and it probably might even show up, and that usually happens too. And then what do they tell me? Well, what do I do with this stuff that actually showed up? Keep it, bro. You're good.
Right.
I appreciate you putting that effort to try. I know it's a pain in the ass, but it's still not my job to call your local post office to see what the fuck's going on. And it's rare. It's not every day. It's rare that shit happens. Post office has been, I'm telling you, 99% awesome. They're amazing. So it happens. I'm just saying, I'm not talking shit about USPS. And especially now, they've had basically, if it's Christmas, they've had Christmas type deliveries since COVID started.
Yeah.
And they're still handling it. So they've been amazing, man. Don't give too much shit, man. let them try, man. It's okay.
So if you weren't doing, like, let's say you weren't doing beard products, what would you be doing?
This is sounding way too deep, bro. No goddamn idea. No clue.
Do you think you'd still be in the sales world pretty much?
Yeah, basically. But I wasn't worried about it. I'd be fine. You know what I mean? I don't. This is back to the asshole or confident. It's a fine fucking line. I'd be fine. What I was doing before, I was good at it. I hated it, but I was good at it. Whatever I might have been into or ended up, I'd be fine, man. So I wouldn't be worried about it. Would I love it as much? Hell no. This brings out creative juices that I need to always kind of get out, if that makes sense.
No, it does make sense, man. I mean, it definitely is a creative outlet. I love seeing what every owner, what they're coming out with, what they've been working on. You know what I mean?
It's fun, man. It's fun. I love it.
Like the whole package really is an art form, from the label down to the type of bottle they want to use to the scent profiles, everything. It's really cool to see. And I think that's why we all get so drawn in, is because we're like, all right, you know, for me, I got the Bronco Buster from you. I'm like, what the hell is he going to do after this? Like, you know, he may as well just retire. He's not going to make something better than this. And then
I'm going to try.
He just kind of kept rolling out with awesome stuff. And I was like, damn, dude, now I got FOMO. I'm like, what the hell is he going to do next? What's next?
Yeah, but imagine the poor guy that's been with me for 5 years. He's asking for one of the other ones. And I'm like, dude, have you tried the new one? He's like, well, no, I want that old one. It's like, no, you gotta try the new one, man. I'm not trying to get worse. I'm not trying to get. I view this as a fucking craft at the same time. It's a craft. It's a competition. It's a fun outlet. It's everything, man. It's so cool. I could go on, man, but shit.
All right, man. So we are almost ready to go through my random ass question segment. But before we do, I introduced a new segment last week where
I like that.
I let
I saw that on the last one, but I was gonna try to do that anyways.
you guys ask me any question you want real quick. So you can have. I think I'm going to set it at 5. That's going to be my benchmark. So up to 5 questions, you can ask me whatever the hell you want.
Okay.
I don't know how safe this is, but I'm going to keep doing it until something bad happens.
No, I mean I didn't. I wanted to keep it light, and stuff I'm into to where I could talk to you about it.
Absolutely.
I want to get deep in your. Actually, somebody did want me to ask you about the. I missed that whole charity auction thing. I heard about it, but I missed the entire thing. So what was that all about?
It was about the Children's Tumor Foundation. It was for the condition that me and my family have. It's a genetic condition called neuro.
No, I'm asking her.
No, that's okay. Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. No, it's because she's actually
a genetic
really
condition called neurofibromatosis.
Really
oh, okay, it's a genetic condition called neurofibromatosis type 2. It's a series of tumors that grow on nerve endings, and my entire family has had to deal with it. I've had 3 brain surgeries and 11 total surgeries in my life. So when I finally started getting a little bit of a like YouTube presence and social media stuff, National NF Awareness Day was coming up, and I wanted to do something to kind of help people in the same spot I was in. So we raised all that money.
It was called NF2?
Yes.
Okay. You heard of that? Yeah, and I've heard you mention the scars and stuff, but I thought, nothing of it before. Yeah, it's crazy, man. And that must have been the biggest charity event, beard-wise, money-wise, that I've seen from what I heard of.
I was incredibly shocked at that night, man. I mean, the way people turned out, and then the way certain people like Gary was a huge part of that night. He kept trying to make sure that he's like, dude, I'm going to put out a random ass Chesapeake gift card and no number on it. Just keep, and Gary, whatever they bid, he's going to make it worth it at that point. And those cards themselves raised close to $1,000. So like a lot of people showed up to try and make sure that it was a good night. So it was an amazing thing to do, really.
And when did that go down?
That went down on May 17th.
Okay. Got you. Yeah. Next time, I mean, try it again. Next time I'll be involved, man.
Oh, I'm doing it again. So I will let you know for sure. No,
that's cool. And I know you've been under the weather for the last couple weeks and shit, man. Still struggled. I mean, powered through and did your stuff. Shit. Okay. My bad. Did not want to.
No, you're good, dude.
No, that was badass. So I know, and I see. So you could tell the difference, and I was telling people there's a huge difference in why you're like kind of my fucking first real interview or whatever. You're good at getting people and keeping the conversation going and analyzing and regurgitating. It's a skill. It's basically a skill not many people have, and I wouldn't be here if you didn't like possess that. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that.
I wouldn't be on here if you sucked, basically. You're good at that. You know what I mean? Yeah, we gotta get you up, and I mean, keep it going. My stupid questions were gonna be, first car, which I think you touched on with somebody. I don't recall.
87, 87 Oldsmobile.
4-door?
No, I'm sorry. I just gave you my second car. Holy crap. I just gave you my second car. And why can't I? It was a puke yellow, the worst color yellow you have ever seen, by the way. This was the ugliest yellow on the planet. The ceiling was falling down on the inside. So the interior,
Yeah.
It just
Always, dude.
sagged. Sierra Cutlass, 84 Sierra Cutlass.
84 Sierra Cutlass. Fucking shit yellow.
Yes, dude, it was the worst, but I loved that car. My dad was huge into his sound systems, so we took an old system from one of his cars and we literally carved out a piece of it just so it would fit in the trunk.
Yeah, it didn't matter.
Jacked it all in, and I mean, you could hear me coming from 5 blocks away, dude. Car was gonna fall apart because it was shaking so bad, but I sounded great.
No, it wasn't. To me, it's not a. It was more of a deep question in a way that your first car shaped you to who you are today. In my opinion, it fucking shaped you somehow or some way in a big. No, to me, in a big way, of who you are today as a fucking man. I think that's true.
I could see that because I was handed. I mean, a lot of other people wouldn't have been happy about buying that car. I was thrilled to buy that car.
Right. I was handed a '88 Dodge Caravan minivan.
Okay.
But I don't count it as my first car. So what me and my dad did was kind of fix it up and get it ready to sell. So I never really drove it. So we sold that thing and we're like, hey, we got $200 more than it was worth at the time before rebuilding it or whatever, or just making it look nice. And then I ended up buying a 1969 Jeepster Commando. No, it was a 71. 71? No, 69. 69 Jeepster Commando was my fucking first car.
Wow.
So weird. I shit you not. The only reason I got that was because all my buddies and friends had Jeeps. But I wanted something different. I wanted to stand out a little bit, be oddball. Nobody even knew what the hell this Jeepster Commando was. And for you guys, Google that shit. It's really cool now. And everything's coming as a surprise. But it was random as hell.
He said a 96 Mercury mistake.
Huh?
He said a 96 Mercury mistake. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. That was pretty funny.
I'm talking about, this was in 96, 97, my first car. So.
Whoa. How old are you?
36, 37.
Oh, okay. All right.
7. Yeah.
All right, so we're the same age. All right.
Nice.
So, yeah. I don't know why I thought you were older than me for some reason.
You think I'm younger or older?
I thought you were older than me. I don't know why. I think it's because when I see people who have, like, these companies and stuff, I don't want to believe they're the same age as me because then I feel like I've been a lazy shithead my whole life and got nothing done.
No, not at all, man. I was a late bloomer myself. I didn't get my shit together till I was like maybe 25, 26 to like actually get a job and quit drinking as much. I don't know, something like that. Second question. Favorite beer?
Yeah,
which I apologize. Fuck the Cowboys. I know I'm from Texas and everything.
Yeah, no, you're right. F those boys. I don't like those boys. I'm a Giants fan. Sorry. Not that it matters. Saquon Barkley got hurt. Our season's over. The end of that one.
That sucks, man. Freaking ACL. The biggest thighs and legs we've ever seen on somebody, and he rips that. That is the damn shame, man.
I really hope he can come back himself. He's still young, so
I think he will.
Should be able to.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know why they made Miller Lite the boys freaking. I don't let that stop me from enjoying the beer I like, even though there's a freaking Cowboys on it. I just realized it was on there. Son of a bitch.
My favorite beer would probably be Budweiser, honestly, and then Stella's would be a close second.
If it's cold, I'll drink it. I don't really care. But
Heineken, if it's ice cold, it has to be ice cold. Like
everybody that follows me knows that's my jam. It's the best shitty beer ever. All right, let's do it, man.
All right, you all set?
Yeah.
All right, so I got about 30 some odd random ass questions here for you, but they're all pretty much one word answers, so no worry.
We'll see about that.
Favorite cologne, and you can't pick one of your own.
Cool Water, because basically it was the only one I remember wearing in high school. I was never a cologne guy. I was never been wearing cologne since then. Beard products, you really don't need it.
Nope.
But I have cologne now for the same beard scent, so you don't have to mix it up and shit. Cool Water.
It's actually an ingenious thing to do, really, because that's the only reason I don't wear cologne anymore, so I don't want it to clash with my beard stuff. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Favorite soda?
You know what? I'm not a big soda drinker, but I'm huge on Coke Zero right now.
Okay, fair enough.
It makes you feel like you're drinking something healthy, even though it's really not. I don't know. I'm a big Coke Zero right now.
Favorite cereal?
Oh shit, that's a good one. It's tied between Reese's Pieces cereal is amazing. Second, probably Lucky Charms or yeah.
Dude, my daughter's gonna love these answers. Like, love them.
Dude, you don't have to grow up all on everything.
Favorite rock band?
Current or old or
doesn't matter. Whatever you want to use.
No, I'm too particular on that. I need a decade or something.
Okay, favorite 90s rock band?
Smashing Pumpkins.
Okay.
No one's gonna ever say that, but it's Smashing Pumpkins.
Favorite TV show?
Ever current or
current? Current.
Better Call Saul.
That's a good one. Me and my brother quite enjoy that show.
I like it. I think I like it more than Breaking Bad.
See, I never watched Breaking Bad. My brother got me into Better Call Saul just by accident, by hanging out down there with him the one night when it was on.
Bad, dude. Breaking
Never
Bad's
watched it.
Sopranos. Quit messing around. Watch it. You have to. It's an American duty. I don't know. You have to, man. Come on. But I like Better Call Saul more than Breaking Bad.
Okay. Favorite ice cream?
Vanilla, Bluebell vanilla. So we got the Bluebell, Texas Bluebell. I don't know if you heard of it.
I've heard of Bluebell, yeah.
That stuff is wait, there's two vanillas. One of the vanillas, yeah. I like vanilla.
Okay.
I don't like chunks of crap in my ice cream.
No, really? I'm a Rocky Road guy personally.
I'm eating something soft. I don't want to random freaking nut. Like, I hate that shit.
Oh, okay. Coffee or tea?
So coffee, easy, but I didn't get into coffee up until like 2 years ago. And I gotta have coffee every day now. My chick fucked me up on that one. I was like, coffee. Now I have to have coffee every day.
I'm still not there yet. I'm a seasonal coffee diva though. Like when it gets colder out, I'll go have my coffee, but I can't drink it over the summer.
When do you fucking drink tea?
Never.
Who drinks tea? I mean, I like sweet tea, but are you talking about hot? Yeah, nobody drinks hot tea unless you're British.
That's a large section of the world though. So I mean, people do drink tea.
No, of course. Yeah.
Beer or wine?
Come on.
It's the question. I had it written down.
I do enjoy a glass of wine here and there, but that's got to be with dinner or fancy or going out or something. Dude.
Hamburger or hot dog?
Oh, burger, bro. Always. No one's ever going to say hot dog over burger. You need to change that question.
There's been a couple.
You know what? Maybe a brat? I might choose over a shitty burger. I'd choose a brat.
Come on, man. There's nothing better than a hot dog off the grill. And if you're from Jersey, okay, you know that no hamburger on the planet can touch a dirty water dog. It just doesn't happen.
I'd still pick a brat over a hot dog. I love nobody hates hot dogs. I'm just saying, yeah.
Go to the woods or go to the beach?
Beach. Unfortunately, it's beach. Yeah.
Why is that unfortunate? I think it's unfortunate because I hate the beach, but why is it unfortunate for you?
You can't hate the beach, bro. How do you hate the beach?
I don't like the sun. I don't like heat. I don't like I don't like sand.
Okay. I live in a desert, and
Okay.
woods are not that far away, so I could always kind of hit them up. And to take a vacation, you always go to the beach, man. Always. You don't mind the heat once you're at the beach. You could dive in a pool, you could dive in the ocean. The heat shouldn't matter at that point. You could
We,
have a lot of cold drinks at the beach.
you know where
You
the
know what I
heat
mean?
doesn't matter?
That heat does not matter. Here it
You know where it
sucks.
doesn't you know where it
It's
doesn't
stuck.
matter?
Where?
In the hotel in the air conditioning. That's where it doesn't matter.
Jump in the pool, man. What do you mean? Does not matter. Yeah.
Favorite actor?
Actor. So I want to be truthful. Growing up, I was a huge fucking Kevin Spacey fan.
That's not a
Huge.
bad thing. Yeah.
Well, he's got
I mean, now,
you know,
yeah, obviously, yeah.
yeah.
But I mean, his body of work besides that,
Amazing,
like
man.
the roles he did.
Amazing movies, amazing body of work. So I want to be truthful. It was Kevin Spacey, man. That dude can act. So regardless of whatever
His
might
life
happen,
choices. Yeah.
yeah. Sorry.
Favorite actress?
Uh,
Whether it be to look at or that you actually like watching her perform.
okay, I'll do both. And to look at it's Gal Gadot. Gal Gadot. Gal.
Okay. Gail
Gadot?
Gadot? Yeah. Yeah, Gadot.
I have
Wonder Woman.
no idea, no clue what movie she's in besides Wonder Woman. But yeah, that'll be number one. And actress wise, it was Kate. The two Kates. What are the Kates?
Kate Hudson?
Blanchett.
Kate
No,
Blanchett?
Blanchett,
Yeah.
and Winslet.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
Acting chops. Those two are tops to me. I mean, I care. I do watch a lot of TV and movies, man. So I care about those questions. Yeah.
Football or baseball?
Oh, football, easy.
Basketball or hockey?
Basketball, easy.
Kickball or dodgeball? This is the real one.
Did you ever hear of bombardment?
No.
Okay, so growing up, we have this thing called bombardment. So it's basically dodgeball, but when you get somebody out, they get to go behind you and can pick up extra balls that are missed and try to hit you from behind. So it's dodgeball times two in a sense.
Wow.
That shit was crazy. So imagine dodgeball and the guy you just knocked out, now he's
Can
behind
now
you.
run behind you trying to get you.
Yeah. So now you got it from both sides.
That sounds nuts.
Dude, that shit was the best ever.
No,
So,
we did not have that. I'm a little bit upset that we didn't.
Again, I don't know if that was a real thing or we just made that up, but it was called bombardment. So I haven't even Google it. Maybe it was a thing.
Nike or Reebok?
I'm Converse, Adidas, Puma.
Okay.
Nike owns Converse now, so if you want me to answer, I guess Nike.
Okay.
It'd be Nike over or Reebok anyways, but I'm talking about today's, yeah.
Pizza or taco?
Oh shit. You're asking a Mexican that question.
That doesn't matter, man. Pizza's still good.
Yeah, but you didn't grow up with tacos the way I did. Shit. Okay. All right, you stumped me. I might have to go with tacos, dude, because there's so many variations in it. Okay, I'll go tacos. Fuck it.
Okay.
Sorry.
Favorite candy?
I don't need a lot of candy, but if I had to choose, I go Snickers or Kit Kat.
Okay. Favorite chips?
Tortilla chips. Pedro way. Me llamo Pedro. Sorry, bro.
Oh man. Apple or
Okay.
Android?
All right, maybe. Sorry, maybe Doritos.
Okay.
Droid all the way.
Yeah, I hate Apple. Sorry.
I'm right now. We're on my Note 20 5G Plus Ultra.
Oh, how good is that?
It's literally barely any better than the Note 10 Plus that I had.
Really? Okay, because I had the Note 10 Plus, so if it's not that much of a difference, I don't feel that bad.
No, not at all.
Okay, great. Awesome. Steak or chicken?
Steak, bro. Come on.
Some people like chicken.
Everybody loves chicken. Again,
whiskey or brandy?
I don't really drink hard liquors that much at all.
Okay.
Whiskey, I guess, if I had to choose.
This next one, I mean, you said you don't drink hard liquor, but I'm guessing this is going to be another one of those where you look like I'm weird. Tequila or vodka? Yeah.
Tequila. Tequila agrees with me. Jägermeister agrees with me. I don't know why.
Jaeger has always agreed with me. I don't know. People sit there like, oh, what are you, 14? You know what? I like Jaeger. Leave me alone, okay?
I don't know why it agrees with me. And I hate black licorice, but Jaeger agrees with me.
Yeah, same here. I don't like black licorice, but I've always liked Jaeger. It's always sat well. I've never been sick the next day off of it or anything.
Yeah. Hold on one. I'm sorry. Can you hold on 1 second? We got time?
Yeah, dude.
1 second.
Let me check this out. I didn't know it was called Bombardment. No Payless. Other people played this. Okay. So it was just me. It happens. 43 of you guys in here, man. I mean, you guys have been awesome tonight, by the way. Seriously. It goes down well. Yep. Don Julio. Okay. Anybody tried that Screwball whiskey? The peanut butter one? That stuff's dangerous too. Literally, that stuff's dangerous. You could sit there and down the whole damn bottle and not even realize you just did it. Like, crazy, man.
All right, I'm so sorry, man. My fish tank's running out of water and the pump. I don't want the pump to fuck up, so I had to throw some in there.
All right, so if you could crack open a beer with any historic figure, who would it be?
Tesla.
That's a good one. I don't think anybody else would have pulled that one out. That's a good one.
You know why? So I believe he was a freaking alien or something, man. There's no way. There was no way he just came up with all this stuff. I don't know. I kind of believe in that. He was an alien.
He didn't come up with it, but he came up with it so before its own time. Like it was just insanity.
It doesn't make sense.
No, you're right.
And the next best, creator of gadgets, he had like 10,000 more things going on already. It makes no sense.
No, it really doesn't when you honestly break it down. But I mean, that's a good one though. I would actually really enjoy that as well. That was pretty good.
Yeah, ask him why he's an alien.
Yeah, like where did you come from exactly? Vampire or zombies?
As opposed to,
like, who would win, and which one would you rather deal with?
Well, I'd rather deal with zombies, unless they're those
28 days later. Yeah. Those guys were terrifying.
It's like, wait, they're zombies and they're fast as shit?
Yeah, those guys are terrifying.
Oh, dude, LA's up by 30. Wait, 20, 25.
Nice. Right. What's the quarter? How much time is left?
7:02 in the third. They're up by. No, they're up by 5.
Okay.
It just refreshed. All right. Sorry.
I'm not gonna worry about it. Denver never dies, man.
Yeah. I made a point to have it on, but I wasn't gonna, be like, I'm sorry, what?
I've had Tomahawk in here updating me.
Yeah, I mean, vampires will be stronger. I don't know. If it was a fight, vampires would figure out how to. Yeah, that's a weird one. Okay.
All right. King Kong or Godzilla? Who would win in a fight?
Godzilla, hands down, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. See, I'm the same way. Everybody else likes King Kong. No, Godzilla's the man. Superman or the Hulk?
Who in the what?
Superman or the Hulk? Who wins in a fight?
Oh, Superman.
I
Easy.
don't know. Marvel guys say the Hulk. You know, it's fine.
The Hulk wouldn't even come out of his shell in the last movie or two.
Thanos had him crying like he was scared. Just saying. Yeah.
I guess. But Superman always.
Favorite cartoon from your childhood?
I mean, real little would be Turtles. But overall would be Simpsons, man. You have to go Simpsons.
Okay.
Have to.
Favorite cookie?
I don't eat sweets that much. Chocolate chip. I no idea.
MMA or boxing? Which one's better?
MMA's better now. Boxing has lost its luster, but I don't follow them that much anymore. It's cool nowadays. You could that pre-show, that pre-hype up freaking episode that they put before the fights. I could literally know nothing about the fight. You just watch that shit before the fight, and you're in it, man. You're already in it. Like, I'm going for that guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. MMA does a very good job of selling their sport.
Right. And boxing, all we have right now is, well, the heavyweights have been good, and, well, us Mexicans have the Canelo, who's been – they're prearranged fights for him to win on a contract. They're not – so at least Dana White likes the action and who doesn't really care who wins or whatever. So, yeah, MMA.
Fair enough.
But I don't follow it as much.
Who wins in their primes? Mike Tyson or Muhammad Ali?
I'm going to have to go Tyson. I mean, Ali he lost sometimes, right?
So did Tyson.
If I was a betting man, you're just waiting for that one hit in the first 3-4 rounds that might end it. So betting wise, I'll put it on Tyson.
Fair enough. I mean, I've always said Tyson was probably the most frightening heavyweight we ever saw because it literally just took one. That was it. And he didn't have to land clean. He just had to glance you sometimes and he knocked you out.
I mean, that's why we watch boxing, because it only takes one.
Yeah.
The dude lost 11 rounds and we still watch hoping you get that one.
Who's the best? Oh, well, I won't say who's the best. Who's better, LeBron or Michael Jordan?
How much time do we have?
I'm gonna go. Yeah, you have as much time as you want.
All right, so I do this as devil's advocate, but I have enough ammo to say LeBron. It's LeBron.
Wait a minute, time out. Say it again.
It's LeBron. I'm gonna be the only guy to back that up because they're too scared to say LeBron's the better fucking player. What was the question? He's a better player.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yes, he bitches a little bit too much, but I don't think that perception would change if he didn't bitch. I think the perception would still be there, if that makes any sense. How the hell is this dude going to end up number one in points all time, top 5 in assists all time? Jordan never played the freaking Warriors with 2 MVPs in their prime, with 5-6 All-Stars. Who did Jordan beat, bro? I have to come up and say, who the fuck did he beat? Malone, Reggie Miller, Patrick Ewing. That was it. I mean
Jordan, listen, I will never take away from Mike what he's done, but if we're breaking it down, yes, Mike was a killer. Mike was an animal. Nobody's going to take that away from him.
I'm breaking it down. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
How much was Mike a killer? Guess what? It took him freaking how many years to get to the finals? People forget. Larry and Magic had to retire before he made it to like the conference finals. Then he still lost to the fucking Pistons. And then he had to get Pippen and get into his prime. and get Rodman back from the Pistons he lost to. Oh, now we're badass? Nah, man, it's not fair. The competition today, again, the fouling and the hardness, and that's a different story.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
The skill and athleticism that is around today
Crazy.
does not compare
No.
to whoever the hell Michael beat.
Are you kidding me? They would have looked at a guy like Anthony Davis like he was a freak of nature. They would have never thought of a 7-footer stopping at the 3-point line to pull up for a jumper.
They had Luke Longley. You think Luke Longley was going to stop Anthony Davis or Kevin Durant?
Yeah, no. Come on.
No. What I will say is, if Jordan hadn't have had to retire, unfortunately, for his father's shit, and the Bulls, Jerry Krause fucked up the three-peat on the second term. If he hadn't retired and they hadn't have forced him out in a way,
he's probably got 10 rings.
Even if he didn't have more rings, I would put Jordan ahead of LeBron. But LeBron in his 17th year, should have won like 10 MVPs by now, leading the league in assists for some fucking reason, still doing it. You have to give it credit to that. And how the hell? No, we haven't seen anybody do that.
No.
Ever. I mean, in a different sport maybe, but not in basketball. LeBron is better than Jordan. Just because he's not the killer way or whatever does not take away from the stats, does not take away from the competition it is today. And Jordan took a couple years off, and he was forced out to early retirement. So that I count that against him. I'm sorry.
And the one thing I've always said is, if you argue the points with anybody, when it comes down to it, if you say, well, you know, if they'll use wins and losses against you, and then if LeBron wins a championship, they'll use stats, and if you use stats, they'll go back to the championships. People always try to flip the narrative on them. Like Skip Bayless is one of his biggest haters that's ever existed, and he's constantly flipping his narrative on why LeBron sucks.
What people don't remember or understand is that in the early 90s, mid 90s, that's kind of when cable and television came about, and we glorify and fantasize about that time period, to where it's because we were at that age and because it was everywhere and that's all we had, it became huge and we have a nostalgic effect on it. That doesn't happen today. That's why everybody thinks the 90s Cowboys are the best team ever. That's because that's when TV got big into sports and stuff. That only happened in the 90s. I think that plays a big factor in people's remembering things. And like, oh, well, LeBron only scored 30 and cried on that one foul. Let's cry about that one foul. Dude, what he's doing, just appreciate it, man. We appreciated Kobe. I appreciate what LeBron's doing. I'm a fan of the game. It's not maybe you shouldn't bitch as much, but I'm a fan of the game, and what he's doing is beyond what Jordan did, in my opinion. And he didn't, Jordan had to wait for Larry, Magic, and the Pistons to all get old before Jordan got good. Everybody forgets about that. And he had to get Pippen. Obviously, LeBron didn't do it by itself, but Jordan had to go through a bunch of shit nobody remembers.
Absolutely. I agree. Listen, I love them both. I think it's funny when I hear the arguments made sometimes.
I was the biggest Jordan fan. Watched every game. Basketball was my shit. Still is, and so is NFL. But I'm not talking out of my ass. I'm playing devil's advocate, but trying to make good points.
All right. Montana or Brady, better quarterback?
Brady.
Based off of everything, though, right?
You can't. We'll know more by the end of this year if it was the Belichick system. But Brady came back last week and said, like, oh yeah, like, he hears the talk. He obviously didn't make this decision lightly. He wants to prove something, and I think Tampa Bay will be all right. I think New England will be all right. But I do not take anything away from Brady. You can't.
I don't think it's fair that those two men are now being, like, their legacies are now taking a hit. Like, they're being like, oh, well, if one of them loses this season, they were never any good. It was because of the other guy.
Yeah, but they already understood that. They were compared first week. They were compared the second week. It's gonna happen. They understood that. They understood what was gonna happen. Them picking up Cam is a whole different story.
It was a bit of a genius move, honestly. Let's be honest here. They got that man for dirt cheap. It was pretty smart.
He's like the 40th, 50th most paid. Salary wise, paid right now. Granted, they didn't know if he was injured or not. You can't. I rather bet. I'll bet on Belichick over Brady. Actually, if they somehow went to the Super Bowl together, Tampa versus New England, I'd probably put my money on Belichick.
Because Belichick's probably going to pull out every trick, every secret he has on Tom to try and take him out.
Yeah, that's not fair. I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about that. But yeah, you're right.
All right. 3 more questions, man. Any place you can visit, like on your bucket list before your time is up on this earth? What's your number 1 place to go to?
It was what's like the most exotic beach place? It was like Bora Bora or had a name, something like that. There was. I should have looked it up.
I think Bora Bora is something.
It's one of them, but I don't think it's the one I was thinking of. One of those, like you ever seen where like they have their own little hut on?
Yes. I know what you're talking about.
And they have a plexiglass on the bottom where you can see sharks and crap going around the bottom.
Yeah, like from Couples Retreat, the movie where they went into the hut and there was a whole thing underneath. Yeah,
something like that. But yeah.
Okay. And then the 2 questions that we always ask on here. Number 1, how do you like your steak cooked, sir?
Medium rare. And closer to rare.
We're
and I know the second question. So let me talk to you for a second.
Oh, boy.
Your second question was the pineapple on pizza.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Mm-hmm. You have told people it does not belong, and you have quoted chefs that say pineapple does not belong on pizza, right?
Yeah.
What chef in the world has ever told you steak should not be medium rare?
I'm not. Listen, your steak can
be. Hey. You are using that as.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I'm here to help you. I want you to take that same advice you have given. And no, pineapple does not belong on pizza either. That's from all the chefs in the world, right?
From and all the chefs in the world.
And all the chefs in the world will tell you, medium rare or you're fucked. Yes or no?
yeah, Tyson, you're right. Drop that mic, Pedro. He just boom.
No.
Oh, very well done.
No, but dude, I'm libertarian at heart. Do whatever the fuck you want. It's fine. But as a acquaintance, we're not like buddies or nothing, but I'm saying as acquaintance, try it out more. Maybe it has to do with the steak or your dad fucked you up when you were young. I get it, but it's mental. The steak thing is mental. And don't get me wrong, my mom and then my chick's mom, it was like Mother's Day one time, man. I took him to this fancy steak restaurant.
Okay.
Guess what they did? They ordered their freaking steaks well done, and with like the sauce and the ketchup and the other crap on the side. I'm like, this is the last time I take you to a freaking steak place. What the fuck? Filet mignon, well done. I was like, are you kidding me? Dude, no, please, God. So as a challenge, you're using that as the pineapple thing. You need to revisit that as a grown man. Medium rare, not bloody, just cooked right. The good chip, maybe a fillet. I gotta turn you on that, man. It's not about the question. I worry about you.
Look at that, man. You guys, everybody's like Pedro came prepared, well done. Kudos. Yeah, man, he was ready.
Always, man, always. And this is me. I lost. I there was yeah. I had a few. And the Lakers are up by 4 and going into the fourth. We'll see that later. It's all right.
We'll see. I mean, like I said, the Nuggets just don't go away. So I never believe anything's over until that final whistle goes off.
Yeah, no, of course. It's been a really enjoyable bubble season playoffs.
Except for the Clippers.
We were all. I was telling it was like that's planned out. Clippers, Lakers, it's planned out. It's all the way it's supposed to be. Nuggets had other plans. They've been tough, but I get it.
Said it. Kawhi and them got up 3-1, and they were already mentally going, all right, that's it. Bring on LeBron. Bring on AD. It's Laker time. We're going to prove we're the LA team. It's time. And then Denver went, excuse me, you still got to win another game. Just saying. You know.
They turned it up, and you know what? I'm not even worried about the Nuggets. I'm worried about the Heat, bro. I'm worried about the Heat.
Beasts.
How sad would it be? LeBron's going to go to his 10th freaking finals and not win? Oh, dude, that's not the narrative, man. That's not the narrative.
And he needs this one. If he gets there, which he should, he needs this one.
There's no that's what I was kind of touching on. There's no asterisks on this season. This competition has been some of the best basketball games I've seen in a long time, man.
Yeah.
Long time. The only asterisk I have was on KD joining the Warriors. Asterisk, bro.
Yeah, come on. How was that fair? Like, how was that fair at all? Like, again, it took a miraculous performance by a Cavs team that should have been dead in the water for the Warriors to lose a finals. And then their response is, oh, okay, well, let's make sure we never lose again. Let's go and get Kevin Durant to join our already stacked all-star team.
Yeah, I love those games. Those were the best finals I've ever seen, man. The Warriors built their team out of draft,
absolutely.
Sure, I had nothing against them. It was fair. They built their team out of draft and brought them up and did it right. I had no problem losing to that. Freaking the donkey guy loses and calls KD after that one. Fuck you, dude. That was asterisk.
And then Durant goes in, and then Durant actually agrees, and then he's like, well, why? I don't understand why everybody's mad.
Nobody likes him.
First of all,
nobody likes that guy.
You were on a good team. That's number one. Oklahoma had a good team. You couldn't get it done.
They were up 2-1 on the Warriors the season before, man.
Yeah. You had a good team. You couldn't get it done. Then you go and join the Warriors, get a finals, and everybody crowned you as the best in the league. Because that was fair, right? Because you weren't on the best team possibly ever assembled on a basketball court.
73 beat the Bulls. And you want to give LeBron shit for not winning that one? Come on, dude. 2 MVPs in their prime, 6 All-Stars. Jordan never faced nothing like that, bro. Nothing.
No, and you could even argue that there could be a third guy who could have won MVPs on that team if he wasn't playing behind Steph his whole career.
Pretty much. Clay could have easily been an MVP. It was just Steph overshadowed him all the time. I appreciate the style that they're playing. But I do not appreciate them just launching threes all game. It's not cool. It's not. It's not. He could shimmy shake however much he wants, man. I don't care. It's not cool.
But, all right, brother, well, it's about that time for me to wrap up here. I got to go. I know my daughter's up there going, it's 10:50. He hasn't yelled at me to go to bed yet. I'm getting away with something right now. So I got to go make sure I do my dad duties here.
Dude, enjoy it, man. Enjoy it. That's really what it's about. We do this here and there. We might come off here and there, but that's what it's about, dude. I don't. This shit ain't nothing. This is fun. This is great. That's what it's about, man.
But I want to thank you, brother. Really, seriously, thank you for coming on. It was awesome. You've been an awesome guest.
It's nothing, man. I knew who I was talking to. I knew you're good at this. I told you. I wouldn't have done it if you sucked. So hopefully you get some new subs, and we keep going, man. That's all it's about.
All right, brother. Well, guys, I want to thank everyone who was in the chat tonight. Again, I want to thank Pedro, and just an amazing night all around. Guys, you know how it goes, man. I always wrap it up the same way. Stay safe, stay bearded, be good to each other, and take care of each other out there. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Be good, guys.